One of the things that I think is pretty unique about us is that we have a lot of cool technology. Right here, this is a Trunker 5, the Bearcat. This is the monitor for the 360-degree video that's around our patrol cars. And then obviously we've got a PC computer right here. It's a pretty important part of our operation. A lot of our dispatching and things go through there. Got Motorola radio. Here's the microphones on the left-hand side right there. And then obviously my light controls are down here on the center console. Shifter, everything else is pretty much normal. This is a part of the 360-degree camera system. It also has an interior camera system that's facing us. In here, I've got this is the controller to my rapid deployment drone. It's just a Mavic Mini that's got a little phone hooked up to it. Here's the drone itself, and I can get this thing in the air in probably about 45 seconds, just about as long as it takes for it to boot up. I just take this off and then up it goes. So pretty cool little piece of equipment right here. Essentially this is just a tool on a belt. We use this little guy a lot. I also have a Mavic Enterprise that's mounted in the trunk. We have a trunk setup built that allows us to, store everything that we need to store in there. And then it has our full drone outfit in there as well for the bigger drones. So all of our reporting is primarily done through our phones. And basically what we're doing is we're going along and making notes on what we find while we're at the different properties. So at this community here, this is a newer community, and basically the main issues that we've had here are car prowling, suspicious vehicles, loitering, things of that nature. So those are the things that we're primarily looking for. Everything that we do includes photos. So we're going to take pictures in our phones for the report, and we'll find somewhere that we can sit over here to write it out. Usually we do talk to type. It just saves us a little bit of time, and then you just have to check it once you're done. So I'm just going to add my note here. I arrived on the property and began a vehicle patrol around the property, period. So it's a pretty basic report entry. And then we just hit submit, and then that's going to go into the nightly, or the nightly report. So now we're just going to try and find something. Always looking for things. So here's something I've just found right now. So you probably can't see it from your perspective, but all of these lights are on in this new construction area, and it is completely daylight outside. So that's costing a lot of money to have these lights running unnecessarily. So I'm going to make a note about that. I observed all of the parking lot light poles are on at this time. It is only 7 p.m. and there is full daylight, period. Good news is these parking lot lights are LEDs, so it's probably sucking a lot less energy, but little things like this that the client's probably unaware of, we can let them know, and that will save them some money in the long term, which is our objective. A lot of the things that we're looking for while we're going through the communities is parking. We want to try our best to alleviate as many concerns for our clients as possible. And parking is a big one. It's difficult, especially in these larger communities, lots of vehicles. And so we're looking for people who don't have parking permits, who don't belong on the property, so we can remove them and allow the residents who are actually paying to be there to park. Copy, stand by. I'll be talking to some folks back here at Kmart. How you doing? Yeah, go ahead. I can't jump and I don't have cables. Which rig's yours?
It's not mine, actually. It's just a friend of mine who's right over here in a red work.
Is it one of you guys or?
No, I just walked up and said hi to them and talked to them.
How you doing, Sergeant?
I'm good. Appreciate it, man. Well, they can't have people spending the night, right? Like nobody's allowed to sleep in the parking lot. No, I know. I know you're not. It's your car. Huh? I got you, man. You're fine. The reality is no one's supposed to be back here right now because all the businesses are closed, which is the only reason I came back here to talk to you guys in the first place, right? As far as the vehicle goes, do your best to try and get it out of here before nightfall. It's not. Oh, then you're perfect. I'm security for the parking lot here. So as long as it's not on our property, you're good to go.
So do you know anywhere that I can go buy with jumper people too?
Hey, what you can do,
I don't.
They do have big lots.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be a good option. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, guys.
All those, Sergeant. You know, 911 also provides jump.
They sometimes,
Sometimes.
City of Kent's a little bit iffy about that, but
they always help me out.
that's good.
What's crazy is my last company, which was a security company, I jump cars all the time.
All
but,
the
hey,
time.
whatever. You know, I was a good person.
Hey man, it's a policy thing. Appreciate it, guys. Have a good night. So that was an interesting contact. Claire Charles, threat removed. So we're gonna do a check here. I drove by here and I heard some strange noises coming from inside the gated area. I can't really see through the fence very well. I don't want to get too close. I'm gonna go ahead and just deploy my my drone, and I'm just gonna look over the fence, and we'll see kind of what's going on in that area. So we'll just get this out here. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the legs folded out. There's quite a bit of noise going on in there. I'm not entirely sure what all it is. I'll just pop the gimbal cover off and stick that in my pocket. And then we'll get this thing started here. And just see if we can see what's going on in there.
Please check it on the map.
So we're gonna just we're just gonna go up and just see what's going on in there. Remember, this is only shooting in 2.7K. It has no zoom, so it does require quite a bit of just looking and looking for things. Also got to pay attention to where the drone's at in the air and try and figure out what's making all that noise. Looks like we've got some gates moving around in there. I believe this building is it creates like security solutions, which would be consistent here. This is probably their showroom or something. We do have a lot of movement in there, but I'm not seeing any people. So I'm gonna call this one probably is just fine. We'll bring the drone back and call it good. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there, so no security concerns at this point. Probably the safest way to get a good look in there and make sure that there's nothing going on.